Sir, may I know how your permission to much past for it to speak time, sir? Thank you, sir. Good. Bring hand. As you are. Move to the right degree. Right, sir.
Look at the camera.
Good. The DG and then join.
Look up. Thank you.
Thank you. The rest fall out so that we have the governor, the clerk, and the leadership. No, I mean the two governors. The clerk and the speaker. And DGS. Okay, now the DG falls. And now the clerk falls. Finally, the governor and the speaker. Now we are in your hands.
light, watu waonekane na hiyo stage ionekane.
Imefika mwisho ya kamera 1.
yangu iko wapi?
Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you've been pleased to call to the performance of important tasks in this county. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county, and of those whose interests you've committed to our charge. Say amen. Clerk, take us through the order of the day. Your Excellency, the Governor of Kisumu County, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, the honorable members of County Assembly of Kisumu, our esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to your attention that Section 14(9) of the County Government Act 2012, read together with the Kisumu County Standing Orders number 22, provides that the governor shall address a special sitting of the County Assembly once every year and may address the County Assembly at any other time. Further, pursuant to Standing Order number 20, Part 2 of the Kisumu County Assembly Standing Orders, I notify the honorable members and the general public of the place, date, and time of today's special sitting via the Gazette Notice number 16252, which was published in the Kenya Gazette of Friday, the 6th of December 2024. Accordingly, honorable members, this special sitting is properly convened. The purpose of today's sitting is to receive the State of the County address by the Governor of Kisumu County, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, and it is therefore my honor to welcome all of you to this special sitting. Your Excellency, honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is the custom of this House to recognize invited guests seated in our galleries. I therefore wish to extend my warm welcome to the First Lady of Kisumu County, Mama Dorothy, the Governor of Bungoma County, who is our chief guest today, Governor Honorable Ken Lusaka, together with his delegation consisting of a number of CC members. And I want to be specific on the names. Number one, I've recognized the Governor of Bungoma, His Excellency Lusaka, who has the following delegations. So wherever you are, if I call your name, just stand for recognition. We have Mr. William Nasongo, the County Secretary. We have got Dr. Janet Manyasi, the Chief of Staff. We have got Mr. Everett Wafula, Chairman, Service Delivery Unit. We have Mr. Japheth Kaangale, Liaison Officer, and Mr. Edwin Nalulasi, Governor's Personal Assistant. Feel welcome. We also have with us here the Senator. We have Honorable Shakil Shabil, MP Kisumu East. I'm told he was around here. We have got all the county executive committee members of Kisumu County. Whenever you are, all the county executive committee members, just rise for recognition. We have the chairman of the city board. We have got the chairman of all the municipal boards. Can you stand wherever you are? The chairman of all the municipal boards. We have got a representative from the civil society organizations, ODM leadership and the delegates. ODM leadership, I saw Paula Keo and the sub-county chairpersons, plus all the delegates from the grassroots. Welcome. Josat Nyokalongo is a band leader of Zaiko Langalanga.
Similarly, the 250 kilograms production capacity
And if you have the one of the street a different link now.
and getting use of
Yeah, like
chance by the factors. I've picked that down in the this explain why let's say and then Sunday you should take the key vision social this key
regulatory
the public election according to providing money in terms of social services, coordinating and people all services.
kama ionyeshe
Sasa in the foundation of all of the
sawa, that's good.
we must be able to and then
Nataka
as reason now
kutoka kwa mashine ile
department of Freedom and Care for
zinafanya
this is why this means a top priority now in currently sectors out of which 616 are attached to public schools, 137 and the standalone facilities.
zinafanya na
We have 315 private health the centers currently have 20 always was in the master of the 287 the boy in the concern process. For private is centers coming and more without no since I have teachers, but the department is in the process of employing hundred volunteers. In the financial year 2023, providing in addition, the department is involved with very good. As constructed to be
ilikuwa namba
which is quite an issue with foundation planning.
inge namba 1 so that number totally
now let me say something which we don't exposure. I have seriously government ensure that no children stay at home because of malnutrition. In this regard, the government has running on paper program necessary for the scholarship was also
time was post
in
yes
2014, amended in 2016. Yeah. There was a quiet television related prominence million out of the one factor your story one insist on the second explosion. One million and a couple of sono primeiga monita. $739 and 15,700. That is more less than one finally, it's beautiful. Finally, regardless of the completion of a border between the world. First, and we in the border and one for completion of Noma BTC Hall in Kisumu County. 5 additional apartment units that all trusted. I'm not sure of leadership. It's under the West and finally, the completion of the children was and Windows. Extend. The county governor in this episode announced to 90 million in 2025. This has led to the fuel and the certificate of convenience from platform and what's a big corner? Well, I'm going to and let's see, you can see what's let's see. But no, I can't do that. The limousine improvements are that's what the preparations sports machine that's what Kisumu County will policy you know a second to the government fire really channels very it will about the need system okay, so this is fascinating. Well, we did that from going off in a more. all this figures and when I get to it, and share
sikuwa si ndio nakwambia nime
you can awfully comfort us. And meetings are for getting regularly at it. I recently visited the visitor center in the company of some honorable members. We were very impressed in what is going on in this situation. We have also been making partnership as of organized students to national and international competition. It's something for the section service. The community undertaken 70 people in states to computer design social hall consultants machine
online.
information and stone fences going to the like the home.
What's up?
It's the most important of people. Now, future that I was just saying, what are you from the communities by offering international places and meeting communities. Which also created personal spaces as a total growing community. Where
President nataka transport sasa
about the vision of a system that has working values. During the third letter, we need an apartment in the collaboration that not allowed for this. Providing a certain nucleus something in the family.
nimetumia Lennox.
That we have us to ensure that interests are taken effect.
So that's what it tells the old function.
From environment to
Na fish for switching side.
Clock.
Then switch to
if I know
what it was switch side on top what out is all the modules and just really keep that in a chest to switch you like
the system
like to say it's already to switch. So that's what is in the message that you need.
one is skills
Like a switch.
that's something that's but then it's
Switch.
So I used to
also what I experienced in the phone.
I don't know whether if
Not mentioned
constant but what here.
we are as criticizes. When I don't fancy them to be to
Say one day master
to do on our hand. Where the news confidence commented and the teaching information that you are taking transferring the army from the good churches in the service done for the years. We are in a vast discussion on national the government has
cover.
teaching information as this will help, especially in getting this success. You know, it's not planning.
No, thing, hey.
Don't
So when I decide
because of
to go
the
attend to get a
being on the 6 positive. In the latest national set social health authority, DTRH,
such a two of ideas as well.
in the counter complaint,
What I type six.
sure. This trajectory portends where they will come. And then and we realize the issue in my interest.
What I say.
State collaborations. When I think continues to matter, it's one of the issues. As all measure intended to have authority, can approve
Thank was
or fish in southwest Kisumu. Similarly, the 250 kilograms production capacity of states with sheep would be made to that in the bay. This means that we are in discussion with the leadership for the ground temperature fishermen. While leadership gets supplying its targets with fiber customers. If there is competition, no shipments in share. Because at the moment, we are losing too many of our farmers. Control in the local because of not investment which can no longer survive because they are made so farm mechanization to increase crop production we want mechanization these efforts are just and we are in use of chance I've picked that up in the thought. This explains why, let's say, and there is some divisions that you can vision social setting. This key the department works on a point for providing money in terms of social things, services, coordinating and people that is a that's too cold. All service services. In the foundation of we must be able to and then as reason department of this is why it needs a top priority now. Currently, of fish in southwest Kisumu. Similarly, the 250
fully realize the governor's manifesto and the departmental strategy to avail access to surgical services. So, Gita and Chulaimbo will be following suit. Regarding tests and diagnostics, the department has achieved great milestones in availing diagnostic equipment for tests for various conditions in the county. The county public health now has the latest virus testing equipment that uses the polymerase chain reactions. These include Cobas 6800 from Roche, used for viral load and early infant diagnosis. This facility is at the county referral hospital, just not too far from our headquarters. Public health outcomes. Kisumu County has a high disease burden, comprising of high prevalence of HIV and a high incidence of malaria. However, a lot of effort invested in the control of HIV has yielded fruits over the last year. The year has been a reduction in HIV evidence, new infections are becoming less, from 2.43% in 2023 to 1.1% in the year 2024. So I must congratulate the people of Kisumu for this decrease in HIV prevalence. It is imperative that these efforts include public health education and prevention strategies being upheld. With treatment, a person with HIV can have the virus suppressed to undetectable levels that not only improve the health and well-being of the patients, but also curtail transmission to others. So I would appeal to those living with HIV to get these preventive drugs that not only will prolong your life, but should you happen to have a partner, will not spread to that partner. Malaria. The high burden of malaria in the county has prompted interventions that protect the health of the residents. From February to March 2024, the county, through the support of the National Malaria Control Program, distributed a total of 300,667 households out of the registered household of 326,990. This was 92% average with insecticide-treated nets that will last for a minimum of 3 years. By this intervention, it is expected that there will be a reduction in outpatient and inpatient admissions associated with malaria diseases. Let me speak briefly about cancer screening, because cancer is also a big concern in our county. Kisumu has prioritized cervical cancer as a major preventable cause of premature mortality. Cervical cancer is cancer only with reference to women. In this regard, and while working with the Lake Region Economic Bloc, First Ladies, the department embarked on massive screening of eligible women of reproductive age in all 7 sub-counties. The target was set at 44,500 women, and as of November 2024, a total of 36,000 women have been screened for cervical cancer. That's a fantastic response. This is an achievement of 82%. So the county and Lake Region Economic Bloc First Ladies have been organizing these camps so that our sisters can come, be tested, and find out what to do. In the event that you have cervical cancer, treated early, they are purely treatable. Furthermore, I wish to report here that the construction of our cancer center is on course. Department of Water, Environment, Natural Resources and Climate Change. I'll be very brief. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, the Department of Water, Environment, Natural Resources and Climate Change plays a significant role in ensuring safe water service provision to the citizens of Kisumu County. As a government, we have ensured this department meets its mandate. Due to the inadequacy of funds, we often reach out to partners to help us bridge the budgetary gaps. The county government implemented 33 water projects in 6 sub-counties, while 8 others were rehabilitated during the same period. These projects are in Kisumu East, 4 of them, Kisumu West, 5, Moroni, 5, Nyakach, 8, Nyando and Kadibu, 4, Seme, 7. These projects are completed and functional. Other key projects undertaken during the financial year include 1, Onjueru Evacuation Center West Center Water Project, Onjueru Evacuation Center Water Project. This consists of a solar-powered borehole, storage tank, and community water points, which with requisite pipeline extensions, and currently has 5 individual connections. The project is presently serving an estimated population of 1,000 people in Orongo village, inclusive of the evacuation center, and has the potential of reaching 2,000 through pipeline extensions and individual connections. 2, Kopere Water Project in Nyando Sub-County. This project is being implemented by the county government jointly with SWAP. It is powered by solar-driven pump, water reservoir, and reticulation system currently serving 4 communal water points, including 4 portable water dispensing kiosks with water ATMs. The project is serving an estimated population of 3,000 people and nearby schools. Kulago Water Project in Seme Sub-County. This project is wholly funded by the County of Kisumu. County of Kisumu. It consists of a borehole, a solar-powered pump, and a steel tank tower installed with a water reservoir. The project is currently serving an estimated population of 1,000 people, with a potential of serving an additional 1,000 people from the neighboring villages through pipeline extension. Environment and natural resources. In the financial year under review, Mr. Speaker, the Directorate, in collaboration with development partners, planted 300,000 tree seedlings to enhance the wanting tree cover in the county. This also contributed to the national goal of planting 15 billion trees by 2032. In partnership with the European Investment Bank through the GIZ, Mr. Speaker, the Directorate undertook a feasibility study dubbed Organic Waste to Biogas for Kisumu's Homes. This study paved the way for investment in a circular economy around the organic waste value chain, leading to a healthy Kisumu population. The other important study was an open waste banning done in collaboration with the UN Habitat on the level of atmospheric pollution, cost banning of waste that is a risk to our health. Going forward, Mr. Speaker, I urge all Kisumu residents to begin developing a culture of waste segregation, sorting at source. These will enable us to offer better service by having potential local waste recyclers use the sorted waste in various industrial processes, e.g. organic fertilizer production and organic food production. Mr. Speaker, just yesterday, I had one of the partners, one of the people engaged in this enterprise, who wants to invest in Kisumu, doing exactly this at a higher scale. So the discussions were successful, and they will soon be here to do that. I would also like to shed some light on the ongoing financing locally led program, FLOCA, project in our county. This is a community-driven program aimed at benefiting the local communities through public participation in project identification, implementation, and monitoring. Funded by the World Bank, this project is supporting Kisumu with projects in 35 wards, FLOCA. In the 2023-2024 financial year, 42 projects were prioritized and funded at a cost of 250 million shillings. The proposed projects target the water, environment, agriculture, and infrastructure sectors. Some of the flagship projects include the County Climate Change Resource Center, Ogenya Evacuation Center, Paga Water Project, Awach Water Project, and Kisumu Rural Water Project. The first phase projects were handed out in September 2024, while the second phase starts in December 2024. Briefly on energy, transport, and roads and public works. The Department of Energy, Transport, Roads, and Public Works is an enabling department for all infrastructural development in the county government of Kisumu. It works to develop, operate, and sustain transport infrastructure, energy, public works activities that meet the demands and expectations of the citizens. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, sir, our development aspirations and service delivery will come to naught if we don't have good roads. It is because of this that this department is tasked with as well as providing technical services to other county departments in planning, designing, constructing, and maintaining quality county government infrastructure. Their primary result must be good roads. During the period under review, the department opened 42.5 kilometers, graded 68.2 kilometers, and gravel 14.3 kilometers of road through machine-based program. Through the machine-based roads construction program, the department saved the taxpayer at least $500,000 shillings per kilometer of road constructed as compared to contracting. Besides the machine-based program, the county government opened a further 273 kilometers of road through CRF contracting bringing the total length of roads opened to 303.7 kilometers. Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the projects in this department is the upgrading of gravel roads to bitumen standards of the 15.2 kilometers Nambakapio Bodi Asat Bao Beach Road to bitumen standards. This is the first road in the rural sub-counties that the county has prioritized for upgrade to bitumen standards. The first phase of the project, 8 kilometers from Nambakapio to Lolwe, has been tarmacked. The second phase of the project from Lolwe to Asat Bao Beach, 7.2 kilometers, will commence in the financial year 2024-2025 and is currently at the procurement stage. Upon completion, the Nambakapio Bodi Asat Bao Beach Road will provide access to the Ndere Island tourist attraction site, hence promoting local tourism. The road also connects and networks market centers such as Awanya, Hall Kabonyo, Okobonyo, and Lowle markets, as well as neighboring educational health centers. Moreover, the road will also open up other investment opportunities along the beachfront, such as hoteliers, resorts, fishing, and fish industry. The road will also improve the living conditions of approximately 3,000 households within the area through possibilities for social development, economic opportunities, and enhancement of the welfare of communities. To enhance road connectivity, Mr. Speaker, within the village, the county, in partnership with Mega Pipes Solutions, installed Waholite mega pipes of diameter 1.8 meters at Aura Jovi in West Seme, thereby enhancing the connectivity to over 300 households. The technology involves the installation of plastic culverts of sufficient strength to provide over 100 years of design life. Aura Jovi stream required a box culvert that the county saved over 3 million shillings by adopting the Waholite technology. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, during the period under review, the department's public works section documented and supervised a total of 240 projects spread through various county government departments. These projects range from ECD classrooms, community resource centers, dispensaries, health centers, and markets, to public health facilities such as ablution blocks. The section has also participated in the implementation of county flagship projects, such as the construction of the governor's official residence, which was successfully completed, and I'm living there, thank God, while targeting to support the need to have officers at the grassroots level to hasten and ease service delivery. The section also spearheaded the repair and improvement of the sub-county offices in Nyakach and Nyando in the recent past. Construction of Papkonam Agricultural Training College, Mr. Speaker, Phase 1 and Phase 2 is complete. Lela Vocational Training complete. Paponditi County Hospital and Kochieng Tomato Processing Plant in Kadibo. Energy. The department installed 14 15-meter high-mast floodlights as per the distribution below per county. Nyando 3, Nyakach 1, Moroni 1, Seme 2, Kisumu Central 1, Kisumu East 3, Kisumu West 4, Karibo will be considered in the next budget. Let me go to the Department of Public Service, County Administration, and Participatory Development. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a utility department nestled in my office. It is an enabler to the operations of other departments of public affairs, human resource management, publication and communications, enforcement, and field administration. During the financial year under review, the department started and completed the construction of the governor's official residence and a GIS laboratory. We managed to complete the construction of 3 ward administrators' offices that had previously installed in Ombei, Southwest Kisumu, and East Seme. These ward administrators' offices have since been handed over for occupation by our staff. We expect to complete and subsequently hand over the ward office at North Seme by the end of January 2025. We plan to build 5 more ward offices this financial year. The governor's residence. The governor's residence has been completed and is currently occupied. The construction of this residence was a directive from the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. Our county is now fully compliant, having completed the construction of the Deputy Governor and Speaker's official residences. So we are all now in good place, right? Asante. Yes, laboratory. The department also furnished a state-of-the-art geographical information system laboratory in my office. GIS is a computer-based tool that stores, analyzes, visualizes, and interprets geographical data. It will help department to whatever it is across the county. Honorable members, as part of staff productivity and accountability, we have procured and installed a staff biometric system, which monitors staff attendance and punctuality at work. We have also developed manuals on human resource policies to help streamline staff management. Regarding public participation, Mr. Speaker, sir, during the year under review, my government launched the Huduma Mashinani program. This is a maiden citizen-based program in our county that offers a special citizen dialogue and feedback platform in a bid to enhance service delivery. This program gives impetus to the participatory development agenda and ensures the county government's senior duty bearers to go out to sit, listen, and respond to in real time to concerns by members of the public. Mr. Speaker, sir, the program provides a forum for dialogue and social accountability in all our devolved administrative units, culminating a county-level event where a governor presides over the cabinet, giving feedback on the emergent issues from the sub-counties, departments, and sectors, and explaining how the public needs and challenges were addressed. The outcome is a means of midstream monitoring for effective service delivery and follow-up for higher success rates for county project program implementation. Huduma Mashinani, Mr. Speaker, as a bridge between the county executive and the people, also opens doors wider for the participation of civil society organizations in matters of public participation, civic affairs, and social accountability. It also gives room to get a feedback from the county executive on the policies. This noble program has received enormous accolades from the public, partners, and organizations, and shall therefore continue with the hope of Huduma Mashinani forums going to the ward levels and eventually the village units. On energy and social programs, Mr. Speaker, special programs. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government has, since 2017, made great efforts to address emerging and disasters affecting our people due to natural calamities such as floods and accidents like fires. During the financial year, Mr. Speaker, a total of 60 water channels and drainages in flood-prone areas were mapped and desilted. Some of the affected areas included Ahero, East Kanuvawidi, Kubura, Kabonyo Kanyagwal, Kolua East, Manyata B, North Nyakach, West Nyakach, Southwest Kisumu, Central Kisumu, Awasi Onjiko, Migosi, Nyalenda B, Railways, Ombei, West Semi, and Central Semi. We also collaborated with various partners in our efforts geared toward disaster risk reduction, resilience building, and early warning systems in Kisumu. Now, Department of Sports, Culture, Gender, and Youth Affairs. Kisumu is a county of talents, from sports to music and arts. It is for this reason, Mr. Speaker, that the government has been working to create a conducive environment to help tap and grow these talents. One of the strategies to achieve this is through the establishment of more cultural and art centers across the county for performances. During the financial year under review, we embarked on the rehabilitation and expansion of the Kisumu Cultural Center at Kanyakwar. The project will benefit approximately 2,000 artists and serve over 30,000 Kisumu residents. This will ease the pressure on the Mama Grace Onyango Social and Cultural Center. On sports, the department successfully organized the Governor's Cup to help tap talents from the villages in all the 8 sub-counties. The county also participated in national sporting events such as Talanta Hela, Karate Tatani, Paravolley Tournament, and the Inter-County Games Kikoska. Let us turn to the key department here, Department of Finance, Economic Planning, and ICT Services. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members. As the county treasury, this department has a key obligation of mobilizing resources for funding the budgetary requirements of the county government, developing and implementing financial policies, preparing the annual budget for the county, and coordinating the preparation of estimates of revenue and expenditure of the county government, among other responsibilities. The county treasury is an enabler department that supports other sectors in service delivery. Other than the planning, budgeting, and coordination functions, the treasury offers crucial information and communication technology services that enhances efficiency in delivery services. One key function of the department, Mr. Speaker, is to coordinate the collection and enhancement of own source revenue, OSR. To improve revenue performance, Mr. Speaker, the county established a revenue management board and procurement, an agile integrated revenue management system to assist this board in revenue collection and real-time reporting from all the integrated systems. These efforts resulted in an improved revenue collection and performance from 1.1 billion in financial year 2023 to 1.5 billion in the 2023-24 financial year, arising. This was an increase in own source revenue by 25% compared to the previous year. Nationally, Kisumu County was ranked position 7 in own source revenue performance. However, while this improvement is commendable, we remain far behind our potential in revenue collection. As assessed by the National Treasury and other agencies, to bridge the gap, we continue to implement a cashless revenue collection system to minimize leakages and losses that arise from cash handling. The general public must remain vigilant in the avoidance of all forms of cash collections. Further, we will take stern disciplinary action against staff found collecting cash. We will not tolerate any misconduct. In terms of financial management, we implement strict fiscal management policies, including internal control measures aimed at expenditure management and cost cutting across departments and units of government. This is a key strategy in reducing pending bills in the county. We must live within our means and resist temptation to spend money that we actually do not have. Budgets are only indicative estimates. Actual spending must be guided by cash flow realization. In that regard, I would like to say that we are going to take drastic steps to revamp and reinvigorate the Revenue Board to perform much better than it has so far performed. Our external audit outcomes for 2023-2024 financial year are satisfactory. Audit queries were reduced by 60% during the review period, and this is attributed to the training of the relevant staff in the sector charged with the mandate of improving internal inventories. In addition, Mr. Speaker, the department has established an audit committee for the county executive. This is an important step towards transparency and accountability in management of public resources in the county. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, sir, with regard to budget and economic planning, we successfully launched and operationalized the third County Integrated Development Plan, CIDP3. This 5-year development blueprint will steer Kisumu County's strategic growth, ensuring the alignment of resources to transformative projects that enhance the well-being of our people. The successful formulation of the Finance Bill 2023 was underpinned by robust public participation sessions. These engagements not only enriched the bill, but also bolstered public confidence in the process. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have also ensured timely submissions and approval of 2024-2025 budget estimates and completion of the annual development plan for 2025-2026, together with the county budget review and outlook paper. These institutional documents are not only statutory requirements for county planning, but serve as our internal compass that provide a firm grounding for the manifesto. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, sir, the ICT Directorate is mandated by the Kisumu County government to automate all government services and provide county-wide connectivity in Kisumu County. During the financial year under review, the Directorate recorded major achievements in operationalization of the e-cabinet system for paperless executive cabinet meetings, recording and reporting. Furthermore, we have ensured successful implementation of the biometric time attendance and access control system and improved access to county information, activities, and programs through digital screens and websites. Finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, the partnership between the county government and 01 Talent is a key program in development of skills for employability of young people in the county. It is a unique program, Mr. Speaker, that trains the youth on computer programming skills on full scholarship provided by the county government and partners and links them to employment opportunities. It is a program that we are very proud of as a county and will expand in the coming years to take more than the initial 100 youths enrolled today. Department of Lands, Housing, Physical Planning, and Urban Development. This department's main objective is to foster sustainable and coordinated development through efficient, equitable, and sustainable land use management. During the financial year, Mr. Speaker, the department successfully secured geographical information systems, learned data from developing partners, and employed the required human resources. This achievement will significantly enhance the department's capacity to access and analyze spatial information for better land use planning, resource management, and decision-making process. The GIS technology, Mr. Speaker, will provide valuable insights into the country's land resources, infrastructure, and environment factors, enabling more informed and data-driven planning initiatives. Through the department, Mr. Speaker, we achieved a significant milestone in urban planning by obtaining approval for the Kisumu City Physical and Land Use Planning Integrated Plan. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, sir, land is a key factor in development. For this reason, we continue to build our county land bank during the financial year. We acquired land for Nyera Health Center and land for GLUC, Great Lakes University of Kisumu. GLUC mandated us to set up pharmaceutical industry in Kibos. I mentioned mandated earlier. They are now setting up that pharmaceutical industry in conjunction with Great Lakes University. Mr. Speaker, following our successful implementation of Phase 1 of the Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Program, KISIP 1, we have been granted funds for Phase 2. KISIP 2 program aims to improve infrastructure in various informal settlements within Kisumu City and Moroni. The implementation of the infrastructure projects is going on in various areas. One of the major achievements I wish to mention to this House is the setting up of 5 municipalities to help devolve services further to the people. The municipalities are Ahero Awasi, Kombewa Bodi, Moroni Chemelil, Katito Paponditi, and Maseno Holo are now operational with their boards in place. Affordable housing, Mr. Speaker. In line with the Governor's manifesto of delivering affordable housing for residents of Kisumu, the department has negotiated with the national government to construct 480 units at Lumumba. Further negotiations are ongoing with the National Housing Corporation for over a debt swap to free Ondiek Estate for the development of more affordable housing units. You know, Ondiek Estate is bungalows sitting on very precious land. It can be restructured to accommodate more and more people of affordable housing basis. The county government, regarding trade, tourism, marketing, industrialization, and marketing, the county government has stepped up its campaign to market Kisumu as an investors and tourism haven. Investors and tourism haven, not heaven, but haven. We are also blazing the trail as a city of choice in conference tourism, given the many international conferences we have hosted in the past 3 years. At Kisumu, as Kisumu County continues to shine as a tourism hub, our focus is on sustainability, inclusivity, and innovation. The Department of Trade, Tourism and Industrialization and Marketing, through its Directorate of Alcoholic Drinks Control, has established a taste-of-the-art rehabilitation center in Muhoroni sub-county, Masogonyangoma ward, which is 90% complete, and by March 2025 will be complete and fully functional, and its services will be fully subsidized. I hope this is not an excuse for people to drink beyond hours. The services at the rehabilitation center will also include counseling. It will be accessible to all affected people, irrespective of their financial situation. Mr. Speaker, sir, we established the Lakefront Development Corporation as a special vehicle, a special purpose vehicle, created under the Kisumu Lakefront Development Corporation, with the mandate to oversee lakefront development projects to prepare Kisumu as a city of the future. Mr. Speaker, sir, this issue was discussed at length during our investment conference, and I think the way we are going, Lakefront Development Corporation is going to get a lot of work. We have proposed 17 projects in the lakefront. Out of these, KLDC, Kisumu Lakefront Development Corporation, has identified 3 projects being undertaken whose feasibility report are expected to be out in February 2025. This will enable the corporation to achieve the expected mandate in delivering these priority projects, thereby achieving sustainable outcomes. These projects are as follows. 1, construction of 46-kilometer, 6 meters wide promenade road from Dunga to Ndere Island. This will open up the lakefront for tourists, investors, community for trade and business. 2, backfilling of major infrastructural projects, waterfront and marina, from Dunga Golf Course across the lake to ensure the lake shoreline and for the realization of the umbilical project promenade. This will also aim in opening marine business, trade and tourism at the port city. 3, development of fish processing industry and marketing zones for both local and export of fish products. The project involves construction of landing site, storage, fish processing plant, and marketing in Kaloka Beach, Ogal Beach, and Dunga Beach. I would like to add that we have had good conversations with some investors, with some investors interested in investing in the lakefront, particularly with regard to storage and fish aggregation. Today, Kisumu shines as one of the best planned. I'm talking about the city of Kisumu. Kisumu City has undergone a tremendous and admirable makeover since we took office in 2017. Today, Kisumu shines as one of the best planned and cleanest cities in East Africa. It was, I would have done the same. It was recently declared a semi-autonomous city following a motion passed by the County Assembly. This now means enhanced delivery of services to the people. Honorable members, the county government, through the Gazette notice dated 24th May 2024, gazetted the transfer of all functions and powers to the board of the city of Kisumu pursuant to Article 184 of the Constitution 2010 as read with Section 20 and 21 of Urban Areas and Cities Act 2011. The transfer included all the resources currently used in performing the said functions, including human resource management, payroll, budget, financial management, and assets. I do hope that what we have done gives the city the autonomy to grow further without encumbrances of control from the executive. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, this address allow me to sincerely thank the current County Assembly leadership and all members for supporting the executive development agenda. Thank you so much. You have sustained your oversight role even as you engage us in discussions to ensure Kisumu County delivered the fruits of devolution. This House, Mr. Speaker, sir, should rightfully lay claim to all our successful development projects and operational initiatives because it has been passing many bills and policies to support our development programs. We have delivered on almost all the promises we made during elections, but work must continue. As we said, Mr. Speaker, wasetimu kendo wadokti. Asanteni sana, and God bless you. May I now ask the Kisumu County, there was a documentary that they wanted to show after.
Kisumu County, a vibrant region of the shores of Victoria, where progress and innovation are redefining the lives of 1.1 million residents. This is the story of our journey of transformation across every sector, highlighting the efforts and achievements of its government and people. In Kisumu County, agriculture plays a central role, with 62% of the population engaged in farming, contributing up to 47% of the household income.
At the moment, we are focused a lot on investing in particularly cotton, which has a fantastic future in the world. Rice, which is expanding exponentially, tomatoes.
For the 2023-2024 financial year, the country's agricultural strategy has focused on strengthening crop, fisheries, and livestock value chains. To enhance agricultural extension services, Kisumu has recruited 111 highly skilled extension officers and 42 entrepreneurs have been enlisted through the World Bank funded National Agricultural Value Chain Development Project to support livestock extension. Masego Agricultural Training College has been revitalized and is now an agricultural center of excellence dedicated to information dissemination and training.
So we are encouraging farmers to come and benchmark with us so that we can be able to share advice, and in terms of harvest, they can be able to keep their birds. That is away from what our extension officers are also doing at the respective sub-counties.
In Kisumu County, the Pampanam Agricultural Training College has been constructed and preparations are underway to admit the first cohort of students.
Our capability,
The The transformation of the Jaramogi Oginga Teaching and Referral Hospital has been remarkable, with the most recent development being its designation as a semi-autonomous government agency.
It's a regional resource where patients come as far as Uganda and Sudan, let alone the whole of Western Cape. So it has now been made a parastate grid, getting funds from the national government. We needed that because we cannot as a country invest enough in Jaramogi Oginga Teaching resource to continue to expand it.
We had 5 beds only, now we have got 10 beds of ICU. This is going to assist our critical patients within the region and beyond. Jaramogi has got 10 theaters operating 24/7, and this has actually been a dramatic improvement from where we were in the past. We have also finalized and indeed opened a new one with actually 8 beds. We have established a primary care center facility, which was formerly the COVID center, that has got 40-bed capacity. It provides both outpatient services and also inpatient services.
In Kisumu's health sector, significant milestones include the completion of the Nyamondo Trauma Center and the Nyakach County Hospital Surgical Theatre.
Now, we at the same time in the health sector are investing heavily in our sub-county hospitals.
We have 2 medical officers who are supporting us and very much in maternity. We have 1 gynecologist, we even have a surgeon, we even have a physician. Initially, we used to refer so many cases to Jaramogi or even Kisumu County Referral Hospital. Currently, as I speak, I'm very happy because other than helping our patients, even personally have been assisted by getting all these cadres.
Additionally, Mid-Attitude Pharmaceutical Incorporation is establishing a 2 billion Kenya shilling pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in partnership with Great Lakes University. Zipline's introduction of drone technology has revolutionized the vaccine distribution, ensuring faster delivery.
Kama ukienda pale 82 or 82 ungepimwa tena ni rate mke wakati malea kwa sababu tulikuwa tunaona kupima kisima korojo kama tunaparwa wote mwambe pingine usekonyoa daruchie samoro ungeka kupima wende pi konya ma akuru nyakalote ba ot.
Additionally, 300,000 tree seedlings were planted to enhance the county's tree cover. The Department of Energy, Transport, Roads and Public Works has made significant progress, opening 42.7 kilometers of new roads, grading 68.2 kilometers, and graveling 14.3 kilometers through a machine-based program, saving taxpayers at least 500,000 shillings per kilometer compared to contracted work.
Rather than contract a contractor who then comes with his own machines, when we have the machines, we cut off the contractor. We use the machines to do our roads. And we also hire road maintenance teams to make sure that once the road is open, they maintain it.
Kisumu County boasts 653 early childhood education centers, 616 of which are attached to primary schools.
We are currently working with the British partner to put up modern early childhood education centers. In other words, with sufficient and appropriate facilities for early childhood education.
In vocational education, the county has invested in Katito, Rotary, and the Hero Vocational Training Colleges, while also increasing competition grants to vocational training centers, boosting enrollment from 5,764 to 6,207 trainees. The establishment of a modern workshop in driving school at Rotary Vocational Training College will also provide trainees with the necessary skills for the labor market. As an essential enabler for other departments, the Department of Public Service, County Administration, and Participatory Development has presented itself for interrogation through the dual machine learning program. This department has completed key infrastructural projects, including the construction of governor's official residence and a geographic information system imperative.
Our purpose in this lab is to create a database that will be used by the various departments of the county to manage and make decisions on the various things that the county does, from healthcare, education, and even resource management.
Additionally, the introduction of a biometric system for staff have improved productivity and accountability. Recognizing Kisumu's rich cultural and sports talent, the department has focused on expanding cultural and arts centers across the county and rehabilitating the Kisumu Cultural Center in Kanagwa. The Department of Finance, Economic Planning and E-Government has been instrumental in supporting county operations through ICT services, streamlining departmental integration and promoting sustainable development. The Kisumu Revenue Board and digitization of revenue collection have led to a 25% increase in revenue collection from 1.1 billion Kenya shillings in 2022-2023 to 1.5 billion Kenya shillings in 2023-2024. The department introduced digital literacy program at Zone 01.
This is a program where we are training the youth, and this training goes for 2 years without any payment. We have been able to have the first cohort where they are stationed at Lake Hub, and during training they are also paying some stipend every month to sustain them during the training program. After the 2 years of training, they are guaranteed job for 3 years.
Additionally, the introduction of e-cabinet system has made executive cabinet meetings paperless, enhancing efficiency. The Department of Lands, Housing, Physical Planning and Urban Development pursuing infrastructure improvements and informal settlements such as Wabunga, Manyatta, and Moroni through the informal settlement improvement plan. With the operationalization of RC, Kobewa Poli, and other municipalities, the county is progressing in urban development. As part of efforts to position Kisumu as a premier conference destination, the county is marketing under the Kisumu brand with the completion of the Mambodo Conference Center on the horizon. The department has also attracted major events such as the Fish Fiesta and has contributed to the establishment of a special economic zone, fostering investment in Kisumu. The Kisumu Lakefront Development Corporation is overseeing lakefront projects to further boost the county's development.
We also want to make sure that Kisumu is a gateway to trade. We as a county can work with shipyard to make sure that transportation of goods across the lake to Tanzania and Uganda is facilitated for many traders.
From an institution almost synonymous with Kenya's right from its inception, running nearly up to the base of the same assembly, a leadership shift that restored the government and realigned goals and priorities of the county assembly General method earlier braced against the executive, which immensely resulted into chaos. The current state administration has chosen a collaborative approach which has contributed to the peace Kisumu currently enjoys, even increasing Europe courtesy of its harmony and socio-economic development. Kisumu County is a shining example of transformation through innovation, resilience, and collaboration. As it moves forward, its people and government remain committed to creating a brighter, sustainable future.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for that expression movie. Let me take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to invite my friend and colleague and co-worker, my dear friend, Governor Ken Lusaka. Ken is the governor of the great county of Bungoma. He's also the vice chair of the Lakefront Development Corporation, which I chair, and we have done many things. Ken, don't ask me what those things are, but nonetheless, I would like to invite Ken Lusaka to address you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my host and colleague Governor, Professor Nyang' Nyong', Honorable Speaker, sir, distinguished members of County Assembly, ladies and gentlemen. I know you have been sitting for a long time. I'll try to use my communication skills to ensure that we are together. But from the onset, let me just say thank you very much, Professor, for inviting me. It's a great honor to be your chief guest today. I don't take it for granted. We are 47 of us, but that you chose me to come, it really touches my heart and the people of Bungoma. So I'm greatly honored to join the people of this great county on such a momentous occasion, which provides us as leaders with an opportunity to account for our progress, successes and challenges while demonstrating transparency in governance by updating the public on how public resources have been utilized. Devolution has indeed enabled us to have candid conversations and remind ourselves of the immense responsibilities placed upon all of us, that of anchoring our devolved system of government. So today we reflect on the state of devolution, highlighting the gains achieved and the challenges we must overcome to become better and what we do for our people. So we have set a new narrative for governance by giving the public a chance to hear directly from their popularly elected leaders rather than through intermediaries. As Simon Sinek says, leadership is not a license to do less. Leadership is a responsibility to do more. So understanding devolution in Kenya, devolution as envisioned in our constitution, is not a mere angular or linear transfer of power and purpose from the national government to the county government, as has been touted by many. It is a multi-dimensional approach that seeks to define governance along political and corporate lines. Approach that seeks to define governance along political and corporate lines is a cornerstone of our democratic governance, designed to achieve three critical objectives: equitable resource distribution, enhanced service delivery, and inclusive decision-making processes at the grassroots. The establishment of 47 county governments, Kisumu County among them, empowered local administration to manage their affairs, allowing regions to address their unique developmental needs. This paradigm shift was inspired by recognizing that a centralized governance system often neglected marginalized areas, perpetuating economic inequalities and regional disparities. So devolution has sought to reverse this narrative by fostering locally led decision-making, accountability, and citizen participation. It therefore gives me a great pleasure to witness this disclosure of compliance with the laws of the land, accountability and responsibility towards the county men and women who overwhelmingly chose devolution. So devolution has many gains. One of it is enhanced service delivery. So one of the most celebrated achievements of devolution is the improvement in service delivery across counties. Health, agriculture, infrastructure, education sectors have been notable progress. So counties have prioritized investments in health facilities, ensuring more Kenyans have access to essential services. For example, rural counties now boast better equipped hospitals, reducing the need to refer patients to travel to urban centers for treatment. Additionally, counties have focused on building and maintaining roads, significantly improving connectivity in rural areas. Such infrastructure projects have enhanced mobility and boosted local economies by facilitating trade and access to markets. Then there's equitable resource distribution, devolution aimed at correcting historical, political, and economic injustices, enhancing democracy by bringing governance closer to the people, establishing different tiers of government, providing mechanisms for protecting democracy through vertical checks and balances, distributing authority and responsibility for fiscal management and public service delivery, as assuring equitable distribution of resources. Before devolution, resources allocation inordinately favored certain regions, leaving others perpetually underdeveloped due to their political tokenism. The equitable distribution formula introduced under devolution has ensured that every county receives a share of national revenue. This redistribution has bridged development gaps, enabling historically marginalized regions such as Turkana, Mandera, Marsabit to access critical resources for growth. Grassroots participation. Devolution has also empowered citizens to play a more active role in governance. County governments are closer to the people, making it easier for residents to voice their needs and concerns. Public participation forums have become integral to the planning and budgeting processes, fostering a sense of ownership and accountability among citizens and also prioritizing their needs. I remember when we were growing up, Professor, you remember, the budget used to be a guarded secret, and I remember one member of parliament called Moss from Mount Elgon leaked the budget, and he was sacked the next day. So these days, at least, the budget is discussed by even members. They know what it is. That briefcase used to be guarded so much that you would not dare even move closer. Economic empowerment. Counties have become hubs of economic activity, spurring growth at the grassroots. Local enterprises have flourished due to the county government's focus on creating favorable environments for small and medium-sized enterprises, the SMEs. Additionally, investments in agriculture, such as irrigation schemes and value addition initiatives, have boosted food security and incomes for farmers. Devolution has enhanced inclusivity by recognizing the unique needs of diverse communities. Women, youth, and people with disabilities have gained opportunities to participate in decision-making processes and benefit from targeted programs. The allocation of funds for women and youth empowerment projects is a testament to the inclusive spirit of devolution and the power of local decision-making. In the words of President Paul Kagame of Rwanda, Africa's story has been written by others. We need to own our own problems and solutions and write our own story, end of quote. Counties have become incubators for innovative solutions to local challenges. For example, some counties have introduced digital systems of revenue collection, reducing leakages and improving accountability. And that's one of the achievements that my colleague has mentioned, and I think many counties should come to benchmark in Kisumu, because on-source revenue has been a very big challenge. I think Bungoma will also come to benchmark. That's why I'm even here, by the way, to see what the takeaway from Kisumu, because the way to go is on-source revenue. Shareable revenue is becoming a big challenge. Others have focused on renewable energy projects to address energy needs sustainably. These innovations demonstrate how localized governance can tailor solutions to specific regions. Even as we celebrate these milestones, countries have had their fair share of challenges that continuously slow down the gains made and the progress intended by devolution. While devolution has made remarkable strides, it has not been without its challenges. In principle, devolution will only be successful with the requisite resources, both human and physical, public awareness, and structures founded on national values that stem from strong structures and institutions to form the basis of both success and continuity. These obstacles hinder the full realization of the full potential of the envisaged gains and must be fully addressed for devolution to thrive. Insufficient revenue and delayed disbursements. Over a decade into devolution, counties continue to rely heavily on shareable revenue from the national treasury, which remains insufficient and highly unpredictable in flow. These inordinate delays disrupt the implementation of development projects and the delivery of essential services. Even as we seek to bridge the gap in county budgets, revenue collection remains a challenge. The ratio between projected revenue and actual realized remains a challenge. Additionally, the revenue collected at the county level remains insufficient to meet growing demands, forcing counties to grapple with budget deficits, leading to budgetary gaps. We must address the disparity between county allocation and the national government budget. Our allocation remains historical while the county's budget progresses. So the relationship between the national and the county government has not always been smooth. Conflicts over resource allocation, revenue sharing formulas, and overlapping responsibilities have occasionally hampered the effectiveness of devolution. A clear delineation of roles and responsibilities is essential to foster harmonious relationship to ensure efficient service delivery. Political interference in county affairs undermines the autonomy of devolved units. Sometimes county leadership is influenced by national political dynamics, which distract addressing local issues. Strengthening county independence is vital for safeguarding the spirit of devolution. Although public participation is a constitutional requirement, its implementation has faced challenges. Many citizens remain unaware of their right to participate in governance or lack the means to engage effectively. This limits inclusivity and accountability envisioned under devolution. So addressing the challenges facing devolution requires a multifaceted approach. As we chart the path ahead, we must focus on the following strategies. Counties must prioritize transparency in the use of public resources, implementing robust financial management systems, conducting regular audits, and empowering oversight bodies such as Office of the Auditor General are as crucial steps towards eradicating corruption. Citizen oversight should also be encouraged through platforms facilitating public monitoring of county expenditures. The national government must ensure timely disbursement of funds to counties to avoid disruptions in service delivery. Additionally, counties should be supported in diversifying their revenue streams by exploring innovative ways to enhance local revenue collection. Investing in training programs for county officers and staff is critical for building institutional capacity. Partnerships with academic institutions, international organizations, and the private sector can provide counties with the expertise and tools to execute their mandate effectively. So establishing platforms for dialogue between national and county governments can help resolve conflicts and promote collaboration. The Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee, the IGRTC, should be empowered to mediate disputes and enhance coordination in areas of shared responsibility. The national government should introduce targeted interventions for undeveloped regions to address inequality among counties. This may include additional funding for infrastructure, education, and healthcare projects to level the playing grounds. So educating citizens about their roles and responsibilities under devolution is essentially for fostering active participation and accountability. So empowered citizens are more likely to hold their leaders accountable and contribute meaningfully to local development. Counties should explore mechanisms for collaboration to pool resources and address shared challenges. For instance, counties in arid and semi-arid areas can jointly invest in water infrastructure and drought mitigation projects. Ladies and gentlemen, devolution is one of Kenya's most transformative governance reforms. It has brought government closer to people, empowered communities, and fostered equitable development. However, the journey of devolution is far from complete. The gains this far must be safeguarded and built upon, while the challenges must be addressed and urgency in determination. The success of devolution lies in our collective commitment. Government officials, citizens, civil society, and development partners to uphold its principles and work towards a more inclusive, prosperous, and united Kenya. As leaders, we must strive to make devolution not just a framework of governance, but a beacon of hope for all Kenyans. I just want to say, before I make my final statement, that I'm not a stranger in Kisumu. Those of you who are almost my age, I worked in Kisumu. I was in Muhoroni as a district officer for many years, and I also worked here in my previous tour of duty in provincial administration for 10 years in Kisii, Homa Bay, Siaya, then South Nyanza, and Kisumu. Therefore, Tom Mboya Labour College is a place that I come with a lot of nostalgia and thank you for inviting me to come and talk to these great people of Kisumu. With those very many remarks, I now want to leave you with the words of President Barack Obama, who said, if we aren't willing to pay a price for our values, then we should ask ourselves whether we truly believe in them at all. Asanteni sana, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to you all. God bless you. God bless Kisumu. God bless Kenya. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Governor. You can understand why I wanted my dear friend Ken Lusaka to come and speak here today, because the things he has said really reinforce some of the things I said. We are very close, exchanging views. But one thing I want to remind the Assembly, we are coming to you soon, all assemblies in the Lake Region Economic Bloc, to give us backing in asking the national government, since the Transition Authority, was it called Transition Authority? Yeah, the one that was managing transition from the previous local governments to devolution, did not finish its work. The IGRTC, which the governor has talked about, is the one which you cover from the Transition Authority. The Transition Authority was supposed to sort out all those things, but we still are encumbered with huge debts accumulated by the municipal government, which were accumulated very opaquely, really. And all these debts now have lawyers championing they're being paid. So we may end up enriching a few individuals for the mistake that was done by the Transition Authority. And I hope that we are going to crystallize this, Ken, ourselves, present our views to the assemblies, so that we work together in removing burden on counties, which the Transition Authority and the national government will have sorted out when countries were being formed. So I thank Ken very much for bringing this thing out. So we too, I will lead a delegation to Bungoma, of my government and MCAs, to come and benchmark, so that we can fortify our relationship with the Lake Region Economic Bloc governors. And for that, I would like to now officially hand over this address to the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kisumu. Mr. Speaker, sir.
Next order, clerk.
Order number 4, papers.
Honorable members, the address by the governor is properly laid before the House, and I direct that the House Business Committee, as per our standing orders, give it priority for purposes of debate in our next formal sitting. Next order, clerk.
Order number 5, notices of motion.
Honorable Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker.
Next order, clerk.
Order number 6, adjournment.
Honorable members, you can be upstanding. There being no other business in the order paper, the House stands adjourned until the 11th of February 2025 at 2:30 p.m.